Okay, good morning, guys. It is Thursday, October 19th, 2023. Starting a little bit late again, so we're going to go ahead and do our review very quickly here. Go ahead and pull up our report from yesterday and take a look at what we were saying here. So, obviously the top market is consolidating inside a range from the sell-off from last week's high with a lot of bearish clues from last week's high and this week's high, right? And if you go down to our plans of action, bulls have been having trouble with some good bearish clues from the weekly and previous weekly highs, the daily and 4-hour bearish signals. Price pushing below 50% of the previous day and back towards 50% of the previous week. It's hard to be a bull this morning unless the bulls can defend eye level 43.78 or the cluster around 43.63 to 66. It is a seller's market targeting to 43.51. 43.33 to 36 and 43.10 to 13. So let's look at what happened here yesterday, and it was pretty impressive. I mean, it seems like almost every day there are just really incredible things going on here. So we opened, right? Market opened right here, couldn't get through VWAP, was holding right around our scaffolding at 43.78 quarter, which was a level that was relevant we talked about yesterday, right? And then came up, and the high of the day was the holy orange power level, right? And it literally stair-stepped all night. If you look at the price action here, the market held the back end of scaffolding, came down, held the back end of 50% of the day before, came down, and then held the next level, which is the holy orange power level, right? And then continued to sell off and came to the back end of the next scaffolding to the tick, hit that. I mean, it's just unbelievable to me watching this stuff. Continue going. And the first area of support yesterday was 43.63 to 66, right? If we go back here, if the bulls can defend, unless the bulls can defend 43.78, which again is this is our market scaffolding level, which the bulls were trying to defend all throughout the open here. If they can't defend that, the next level we would expect to see the bulls hold is 43.63 to 66. The bounce was 62. Okay, so they tried to defend 78, took a long time. Then finally they came down and they tried to hold 33 or 63 to 66. And then we got the pullback, and then finally 43.51. Hold on one second here. Could have sworn. Oh, okay, yeah. The bulls market into 43.51, 43.33 to 36, and 43.10. 43.51 to the tick, guys. Came to 43.51 and got a 25, almost 30-point bounce, only to reject right off the scaffolding level. I mean, this stuff just blows me away. So there you have it. Held 78. Our first expected support held 33 to 36 for the next bounce. And then the next expected support level was 51, and it came down and held 51 to the tick. Bounced out and then held the back end of the scaffolding, broke it by one freaking tick. And then again, it was the continuation of the stair step. We came down and then held, whoa, what was that? Came up and then held the back end of the scaffolding, right? There's that parry off there. And then it comes up and it parries off the VWAP. It's like each level of potential support or resistance we have, it literally just stair steps down one by one by one. I don't understand why, but it just happens. And then finally, so it stair steps scaffolding, VWAP, and then finally our 33 to 36 area that was support, then held nearly to the tick at 66 for the continuation lower. Right, so there were so many great opportunities to be a bear yesterday and short the market. You could have shorted the back end of pretty much every level we have on the chart and gotten a beautiful trade down to the low of the day. And then what do you know? The low of the day, 43.33 was the level. Let me see if I have this on here. 43.33 to 36. That was our next expected support area. Not to get mixed up with 43.63 to 66, which was that earlier one that the market respected. But 43.33 to 36 was our next expected support. if the bulls couldn't defend 43.78, the level that it held right out of the open. And what is the low of the day? 43.30.75. What, 6, 7, 8 ticks away from the next expected support. And then from there, the market bounced 20 points. So just unbelievable stuff, guys. If you didn't capture any of the shorts here yesterday, I don't know what to tell you. There were a lot of different ways you could have played it. There were some instances where maybe you short the VWAP and it shoots through by 3-4 points there in some occasions. But plenty of opportunity. If you get stopped out, that doesn't mean you stop trading. It doesn't mean that you're a bad trader. It just means that one didn't work. You could try the Hopeful. You could have tried the back end of the scaffolding. Could have tried the back end of the 200 as the market continued to sell off. Could have tried the back end of 33 to 36, right? Pretty much every level that we expected to be support, you could have shorted as the market continued to sell off. And some great holds off the 200 along the way. So that brings us here into this morning, and the market has continued to push lower. We made a new low in the overnight session. And as you can see at the moment, the bulls are attempting to push this up to push to new highs compared to the end of yesterday, of Wednesday. So we did break out through the end of the day high there, which was our scaffolding level to the tick. Again, if I had $1 for every hold, unbelievable stuff. So held to the tick. Now we're coming up and actually trying to breach through that as I speak, right? And as you can see here, beautiful textbook leg up, pull back to the 50, and now a push to try to break out to the upside on this side. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the report has to say this morning, what the charts are telling us coming into the open today. Let me put this old report away.